This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others.
Go on, have a look.
This hustle and bustle puts me right at
Time to be going.
If I... For you, master, I'd not leave this unread.
Shall we take a closer look?
Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my
Say, have you been to Harp? Well, if you do, I hear he sets out as if that wasn't queer enough. I cannot fathom his obsession.
I overheard some of the... We have reached our destination.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long... You see, I grew so far, and that's when I thought... I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocate... Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as... Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to.
Now to report to Captain Brandt.
Having someone to warm my bed at night would be nice. Nice for a picnic.
Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We're here, Master.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here...
I understand how you must feel. But you must see, there is no medicine that can heal him outright. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only... However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray, bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
I don't know what to do.
It's you again. What are you doing now?
Sir, ought you not be in... 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the road? You would procure it yourself. In that case, might I try? The slums are a bane to the body's humours, and we do what we can with what little we have. Your aid is most appreciated.
Tell is, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms. Monsters that wander the world at night.
At last, it all becomes clear.
I don't know what to do. May tomorrow be as uneventful as today.
My bed.
I don't feel safe here. What should I do?
Am I shedding?
I don't feel safe here.
I know.
Ne'er in my wildest dreams could I have imagined 'twould be the magistrate you called here, not?
What should I do? What to do? Why, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, that's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, I was hoping I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Right you are.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Well,
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
Very well. I shall go on ahead. We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
Perhaps once we've concluded this bit of business.
Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be... Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be thanks? So, remember how I told now lots of people who live near the priests have been treating everyone as... I want to help them, apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring... Oh, thanks, Arisen. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime.
Now, we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops or make some ourselves.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Ah, but in place of only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide... Yet, at times, perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now, by chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. So, he was put into our care.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him. But he has yet... To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, There is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim, but I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now.
Psst! You there. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now, mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet, something... Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the gracious hand, come tell me of them, won't you?
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? There has been talk of sending him to... That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including my Teles. She gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind, which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer, and yet... I do hope naught befalls Lup.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement, and none save the abbess can enter? You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? You've my thanks. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If so, I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand. We shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
I suppose 'tis so.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Swear I've not blinked once in a while now.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church.
It's a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
I quite agree.
I know not why, but the words basement sick room set my hair on end. Shall we investigate?
Splendid.
I need not strive to know the unknowable. A short repose would do. Keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good. I fear I've much to attend to.
This is a place of prayer.
I must be grateful. At least I have a full belly.
This headache driving me up the wall, Tiz.
I pose we scour this place anew. Who knows what we might find?
Quite right. No sense doing things by halves.
I'm afraid I don't have any knowledge about that quest as yet. If you require guidance, you must hire a pawn who does. I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well! Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Happens to the best of us. Don't let it get to you.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Aptly.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not. Almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are... Fine timing, sir. My time in that tenebrous jail has... I stare at the page. Alas, they were confiscated at the time of mine. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace store, though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my... What say you? Would you consider I am in your debt with the... Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Ne'er in my wildest dream.
My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Magistrate Walder's spectacles must be somewhere within the masquerade hall in the palace. Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Need anything? Introduce my wares. I'm more kind than I know how to spend.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Here we are.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right. Without you for a little while.
It is not our place to hurry the arisen.
I'll have to remember this place. You're far from your station, are you not?
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
Mayhap a noble will succumb to my charms.
I've a niggling feeling I've forgotten something.
To the Sovereign's health, and a...
Now, we who are gathered here are not.
Happiness is a full schedule.
It would seem our sovereign has recovered enough to walk.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen.
So, tell me more of this ox cart.
Our first sovereign in death.
No doubt he must
Last to see the end of the age.
So mayhap wishes not to show his face indeed. Burned as it without resist. He's only just recovered from his glory.
Pawns are off. Surely you've heard tell of how he recovered dead in the morning.
returned to us. The peace of our kingdom will be more. Surely these
Everyone who don't.
All this merrymaking is a joy.
Now, we who are gathered here...
So tired. I barely the vim to tie my boots.
If you've naught to say, I'd best be going.
Best to remain sober.
I'll not indulge you in fruitless prattle.
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affair.
Ought you...
Surely these extravagances...
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
I drank such drink that I am drunk.
Talent's talent. I suppose I could indulge you.
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems. The sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with the indeed. 'Tis a weight off my heart to think that our fair...
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
Must be vigilant. Townspeople down.
Want to win a real battle? I'll prove my worth.
Dreadful row if aught goes awry.
Dull days for us are assigned as cause.
I'm feeling the humdrum of daily life.
Must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
uphill battle? I'll prove my worth. Wonder if anyone would notice if I miss training.